Hi, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. I'm happy to have people in the house here. Looks like people are coming and going. Don Cole, I want to say hello to Don Cole from Florida. And we got Jack Webb in the house from Lexington, Kentucky. Happy to have everybody in the house. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We have a lot going on today. We did several videos this week. We're going to preview some of the videos. We're going to show you what videos we have coming up for next week. We do all things Mexico, how to move to Mexico, how to live in Mexico, where to visit in Mexico, where to travel in Mexico. We talk about Mexico food, Mexico hotels, Mexico beaches. Teresa and I live about, a quarter mile away from the biggest lake in Mexico called Lake Chapala. So that's what we do on the Bill the Geek, the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. I'm happy to see people in the house. Eric Drews is in the house. Ola, Bill, Teresa, everyone from sunny, breezy San Antonio. And when Eric says San Antonio, he doesn't mean San Antonio, Texas. He means San Antonio. It's kind of weird because you have the town called Chapala, and then you have the popular town called Ajijic, and San Antonio is right between those two. If we were driving, it would take 10 minutes to get to Ajijic. It would take about 7 minutes to get to San Antonio. But Eric Drews, happy to have you in the house. Eric has a new video he put up like 24 hours ago. It's called like I had a brain fart, but the link is below in the description. You can check it out. Christine Proves. I know I'm not saying your name right, Christine, but Christine, thank you, Don. I'm going to play with the background. We got two people from Florida. What's up with that? CMT 63 in the house from Florida. Christine, I want to say something to Christine. We're going to show you some more video clips today from Mazatlan, and we went to a bed and breakfast in Mazatlan called Reina del Mar, and we were there 2 weeks ago, and we stayed there for a week. Reina del Mar, that means Queen of the Ocean, and the link, we're going to play some more video clips of videos that we shot there. And they have a bed and breakfast. You can go there and take a tour for a week. It's fabulous. We'll talk about that more soon. But Christine went to their website, clicked on a 5-day stay, and then Christine emailed me and said, Bill, your friends, their place is way too expensive. That's going to cost $8,000 because, you put in, I'm going to stay from Sunday through Saturday. That's going to be like 5 nights. And then the price pops up at like $8,000. I tried it myself. But I told Christine, that's not dollars, that's pesos. There's a big difference. So if you go to their site, put in some dates for reservations, and you get a really high number popping up. Remember that is pesos and not dollars. You have to do the conversion. Crapo Production. Good morning. As always, that's Dr. John from New Jersey. I see you're in New Jersey and not in Pennsylvania with your kids, Dr. John. And Dr. John, I think we might have a link to you. He's trying to pick up some subscribers. Eric Drews has about 214 to 215 subscribers. Click his link, subscribe to his channel. He has excellent content. We have a lot to cover today. David Hayden in the house. Don't forget, Rainy Don't forget rainy Portland, Oregon. Brian Maiden, good morning, Bill and Teresa. Right back at you. Tom D, hello from California. We're coast to coast almost. We're coast to coast almost. We've got California in the house, Florida in the house, Portland. We are coast to coast. We got New Jersey, we got Portland, Tom D from California, Linda, good morning, sunshine. To get a Mexican driver's license, do you need to take a test or just fill out a form? Okay, we'll answer that soon. Savvy is in the house. Grand Rising Bill arriving next Saturday in Guadalajara. Welcome, Savvy. Come on down. Don Cole, again, I watch Eric. Love his townhouse. Great. Eric Drews. Yeah, Eric. Go on over to Eric's, go down into the description. I have a lot of stuff in the description, so go on over to Eric's channel, watch a video, and subscribe to his channel. He has a great format. Teresa de Anda is in the house. Buenos dias. Nice weekend for everyone. She's speaking English. That is very rare. Jack Webb, I saw Eric's brain fart. I've done that before. James R. from Las Vegas. Buenos dias, James R. Who gave me money already? Eric Drews. Right on for the money. I have some announcements. Eric Drews, thank you so much. I forgot I got a button for that. Let me click the button. Feel free to give me money because I need the money because we got the car. We're getting the car out of the shop on the 19th of November. That's like next Thursday. We haven't had a car in about 2 months, which makes it difficult to travel Mexico and show you guys good stuff when we don't have a car. What a pain it's been. But the car is going to cost us about $3,500. That's not pesos. That's US dollars, cash money. I'll be paying to get the car out of the shop on the 19th, but it will be well worth it. And we have some trips coming up because I forget which subscriber it was, but one of my subscribers bought a house in Jocotepec. Now, Jocotepec is about a 20-minute drive away from here, but I believe that the prices will be lower than Chapala or Ajijic, and I bet he got a good bargain on that house. But now we'll be able to drive to Jocotepec and give that city town a review, let you see some restaurants, the Malecon, which is like the boardwalk there, but I'm excited about that. Also, with the car, now we can go to the grocery store and buy food. Also, there are some pyramids right outside of Guadalajara. They're circular pyramids. I want to do a video on that. And also, there's some kind of exquisite town shop outside of Guadalajara where you can buy stuff really cheap, and it's supposed to be a real experience to visit. But with a car, we'll be able to do a lot more than what we've been doing over the last 2 months. Not having a car and making travel videos is very tough. Taco money. Thank you, Eric, for the taco money. That's $5. What's that? That's $5 is like 100 pesos. 100 pesos is a lot of money in Mexico. Fab Taylor. Oh, let's go back to the driver's license question. Okay, that's a very good question. Teresa took our neighbor Camille, and Camille she's a New Yorker, Italian New Yorker. She's lived in like 140 countries. But Teresa took Camille to get her driver's license yesterday. And the driver's license thing is kind of a long story, and I think maybe I've told it before, but to get a driver's license, oh, wow. Okay. The legal way to get a driver's license is I got my second driver's license in Guadalajara. I got my first driver's license in Puerto Vallarta. Now, the first one, the way I got it, I'm not even going to say that again. But to get my legitimate driver's license that I'm having Eric Drews, I'm having a brain fart. To get my driver's license in Guadalajara, I had to have verification of my visa. Now, I had at the time a 2-year visa when I got my driver's license. I also had to have verification of my address, and for my address, I used my Telmex, Telcel. It was a phone bill, Wi-Fi, internet. I had an internet bill from a company in Guadalajara. I had to print that out. So you go down. Okay, so then there were a bunch of people there. Thanks God Teresa was with me. But then because I was renewing my license, I didn't think I was going to have to take an exam. And we were with this lady that worked for the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and I kept saying, do I have to take an exam? Do I have to take an exam? And she said, no. And I was so relieved. But then at the last minute, she says, you have to take an exam. I said, okay. So they take me to this computer, and this guy, this Mexican national guy, goes with me. And he speaks fluent English, and they sent him with me to help me interpret the questions. So it was a computer text. It was a computer test, and they showed me animations. They showed me 10 or 15 animations and pictures, and I had to answer questions. And it was super easy. I remember that one animation was they had a bunch of cows walking across the road. And the question was, what do you do here? Do you go or do you stop? And that was it. I have seen people that have had to take a driver's test. Like you get in your car and you drive around in a parking lot or something, but not everybody has to do that. I don't know why some people have to do that, but getting a driver's license here, the exam is very easy. They'll give you an interpreter in Guadalajara. That's what happened to me. So getting a driver's license in Mexico, for me was easy. Teresa said it was difficult for Camille to get her license yesterday. I would suggest when you go to get a driver's license, what you do is you hire an attorney. Now, I have a link. If you're in the Guadalajara, Chapala, Ajijic, Jocotepec area, the link to my attorneys, I show these guys every week, Albero and Naomi. You can contact them. They have a link below, but they can go with you and help you through the steps of any complicated questions or anything, just to make that easier for you. Or you can hire Teresa. Teresa will go with you, and she can help you get a driver's license. Okay, here we go. As soon as we hear from Albero, we will be on our way. Very good, Linda. Come on down. Rush Shrewsbury is in the house. Chile in southern West Virginia, good morning. Catherine, a bit chilly in Chapala today. Okay, Kathleen in Chapala. Okay, that was at the top of my list. The weather here today, it's totally sunny. It has not rained in about 10 days, which means for me, it's Dia de Agua. That means it's water the lawn day. That takes about 2 or 3 hours. And but this morning, I was sitting out on the back porch and it's like 57 degrees. It's going up to a high of 72. But I bet 57 degrees is better than 27 degrees. I've got my hoodie on. I'm nice and warm, but it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly here today. Jack Webb bought our plane tickets this week. Guadalajara, March 26th, staying 2 weeks. Oh, cool. Jack Webb, come on down. 2 weeks in Guadalajara. Senor Mexico, buenos dias from Baltimore, Maryland. Linda, snow here in Ohio. Ooh, I'm trying to remember what snow looks like. I think it looks like this. This is the reason that I moved to Mexico. Snow. Oh, Linda, no, move on down here. Move on down here. And I have some video clips lined up, but I was sitting out on the back. I read a very interesting news article yesterday about Tom Brady, the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm not going to talk a lot of sports. I'll never do that. I might mention the Ohio State Buckeyes from time to time, but it was a very interesting story because Tom Brady, he's like 44, 45 years old. And he's like a perfect guy. I mean, and he does like phenomenal comebacks on the field. But and a sports analyst was saying Tom Brady is so good because every day he likes to make his life 1 or 2% better. Every day. He doesn't just take one day to make his life better. He says, every day I want to make my life, my lifestyle, how I do my job playing football, my life overall, I want to make my life 1 or 2% better. And it made me think about why I moved to Mexico. And I moved to Mexico to make my life better. I remember being in Columbus, Ohio when it was 17 degrees. And I said, I can live better than this. I can have a better life somewhere where it's warmer and cheaper and the people are friendlier. I moved to Mexico to make a better life. So if you're thinking about making a better life and you want to make your life 1 to 2% better every day, think about come on down to Mexico. Malarkey. Woohoo, get to watch. I usually work at this time every week. I have many questions. Well, Miss Mal, get with it with the questions and we'll give you what answers that we can. John William Young. Hey, Bill. Johnny Young from Los Angeles finally made a live broadcast. Wasn't going to watch your Guadalajara videos, but I did, and they were exceptional. Glad you aired them, Bill. Thank you, John. Henry Harville, chilly here in Wisconsin. Yeah, I bet it is. Come on down here. You don't have to look. Well, what Tom Petty used to say, you don't, I want to sing. You don't have to. If I sing the rest of that, it'll be copyrighted information and I'll get slapped by YouTube. But I can say it. You don't have to live like a refugee. You can move to Mexico, especially if you do. I work online. I picked up 3 new clients this week. I do search engine optimization for websites. I get you on page 1 of YouTube, page 1, but people pay me for that. But if you can work online, come on down here. Henry, are there any particular towns that are less affected by crime there? Ooh, that's an excellent question. I've been here 16 years. I've never had any problems with crime. Other than with the police department, that's a whole different story. But we have a subscriber. His name is Raul. He lives in San Francisco, but his family founded a town that's like a 10-minute drive away from here. And we were talking this week. I'm consulting him on how to get on page 1 of Google for various products that he sells in San Francisco. And they ran into a little crime situation. They were visiting here for a month. he and his wife. But the crime situation was happening around 3 o'clock in the morning. And we concluded in our conversation that if you just go home early, like, 9, 10 o'clock at night, but if you're around at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to see things that don't happen in the daytime. We had 4 people. Now, Chapala, Ajijic are very peaceful places, but about a year ago, 4 young people were shot to death less than a half a mile from where we live. They were shot to death at 2 o'clock in the morning, but they were buying drugs. And they got smart with the drug dealers, and then the drug dealers killed them. So it's like, don't buy drugs. Don't buy drugs. Don't go buying marijuana, cocaine, any of that stuff. Stay away from people that sell drugs. And Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, Chapala, Ajijic, if you stay away from drugs and bad people, I don't think you're going to have any problems with crime in Mexico. That's been my situation for 16 years. Okay, Savvy, it's snowing and raining here in Michigan. Ha, 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 ha. You don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. You can come and live warm all the time. Okay, John, it's rained once in LA in the last 6 months. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, that's what happens here. About 6 months it doesn't rain at all. Brian, same in Winnipeg of snow, brr. Eric Drews, yes, I really liked your Day of the Dead video. Thank you very much. We're going to show some clips from the Day of the Dead video. But first, let's go. Let me catch up on what's happening over here, Joe. Buckeyes, great this year. Yeah, Buckeyes are ranked number 4. That's my hometown. My dad was a recruiter for Ohio State's. Larkey. We are flying to Mexico in February, going to check out the lakeside and hopefully rentals. Yeah, okay. Speaking of rentals. Okay, speaking of rentals, there is a place across the street for rent right now. And I did a video, and I released this video, I think, on Monday or Tuesday of this week. It's a beautiful home. That's Lori. They had a 1-year lease.
And she works online.
And then Lori got a job in San Diego. So she's leaving there for training next week. And they have a lease for 1 year. And it's a beautiful home. All of the furniture in this home comes with the apartment. It's $1,000 a month. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 giant bathrooms, a little small backyard. You can see the backyard, but it's beautiful. I think, and it comes with 2 or 3 big screen televisions.
Jim and Lori say,
I don't know what they're going to charge. They have bicycles. They don't have a car, but taxis are very cheap. This video is in the description below. But you can check it out, the contact information. But if you're willing to pay, it's 2 stories. The bedrooms are upstairs. There's a nice little place to hang out on the porch. That's $1,000 a month. I think $1,000 a month in Mexico is expensive. My cousin's paying $650 a month in Ajijic, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. I lived in a fabulous place in Puerto Vallarta. I was paying $350 a month. It was fabulous. But the owners of this place across the street, they're very wealthy. They own that house, the house next door. They live in Reno. They're Mexican nationals with a lot of money. So they know that some I'm just going to say it. They know that somebody has the money to give them $1,000 a month, so they just charge it. But if you want to pay them $1,000 a month, that apartment can be yours. Okay, where am I? Eric Jews. What crime? It's probably less. Very good. Thank you, Eric. Crime here is less than in the United States. When I go to Walmart, I don't worry about like somebody killing like 20 people. If I go to a church here, I don't worry about somebody walking in and killing like 20 people. You know, that I don't think that's ever happened down here. Now, Mao, driving down late spring to move, is there anything should be concerned with? I drove here twice. One time I drove from Ohio. The second time I drove from Maryland or vice versa. And the first time I was very paranoid about driving down, and I asked the police on the United States side, I said, because, you know, there's all these rumors about all the violence and people getting their heads cut off and all that kind of stuff. And I was worried. None of that stuff has ever happened to me, but and that's another story. And I'm just going to say it now. Don't mess with anybody down here. Don't piss anybody off down here. In the United States, people get pissed off and they want to argue and scream and yell and all that. Just leave everybody alone. If you don't like what somebody does, just keep your mouth shut and walk away. And I've been in situations when I was getting my driver's license here in Chapala, the guy behind the counter was a jerk. He worked for the Department of Motor Vehicles or whatever. He was giving me bad information. I knew it was bad. And there were like 15 or 20 Mexican nationals in line. And he wasn't going to give me my license. And when I walked away, it's like 5 Mexican nationals walked up to me and gave me the real answers to my problems. And they were kind of like, look, don't worry. There are people like that in the world. You know, and one time I was in like 7-Eleven, my car broke down. There were like 10 people in line. And I asked the manager at 7-Eleven, can you help me get a tow truck? And he was very rude. He just said, oh, no, yeah. And this was all in Spanish. And I said, okay. So I just walked away. And then like 5 people in line came up to me with tow truck phone numbers. So if you don't want any problems in Mexico, just leave people alone. Don't aggravate anybody. Just smile and walk away, because you don't know who knows. You don't know who knows who in Mexico. But to get back to driving down through here, what should you be concerned about? Well, on the U.S. side of the border, the police told me don't drive at night. And that's, don't go out at nighttime in Mexico. I've done it, but don't drive at night and don't stop for anybody for any reason. And so it took me 5 days to drive from Ohio to Puerto Vallarta. And so I would just get hotels. I would get up at 7 in the morning, drive to about 3 in the afternoon, get a hotel, go to sleep. So you really shouldn't have any problems. Don't have any drugs in your car. That can be a problem. But as long as you don't have drugs or firearms or kidnapped babies in your trunk or dead bodies, you should be just fine. Okay. I'm looking at the list here. Brian Meldon, a town with no people. Haha. Yeah, that's the John Young. Too bad you couldn't use the live sound during the parade. Oh yeah, that energy looked infectious. John Young. Yeah, I can't do it because all the music, John, that they were using during the parade was copyrighted music. It was right off the radio. And I put that music on, and they will throw me off of YouTube. And I do have a clip of the parade here today. Let's keep going here. Jack Webb. Oh, let me back up. Oh, okay. Mal, I live near Tacoma, Washington. Talk about crime, shootings, and thefts. Yeah, we don't have. I mean, I hate to say it because all generalities are false, but it's like, I mean, there is no crime. We don't run into any crime. Of course, guns are illegal here, but there isn't any. Of course, there's some crime somewhere. But I have not encountered crime in 16 years of living in Mexico. Jack Webb, we fly in March, but going to spend all 2 weeks in Chapala, Ajijic. What's your favorite Airbnb that's closest to Lake Chapala Society? Jack Webb, that's a good question. In the description below the video, there's a telephone number for this guy named Fernando. He's a driver. He's a Mexican national. He speaks fluent English and Spanish, and from my knowledge, he's the manager of one of the best Airbnbs that is close to Ajijic. It's either in Ajijic or close to Ajijic. Our neighbor Camille and her husband go there just to take little honeymoon vacations, but I understand it's an excellent Airbnb. Let's get back. Did I skip anything? Mal. We watched that video, just a big, large for us. We also need pet friendly. Okay. Oh, it's a bit large for us. Okay. Okay. BIT. Okay. Who is this? I can't read. Hi, Bill. Do you know people who live part-time in Puerto Vallarta and then escape the heat and live part-time in a place with a milder climate like San Miguel Allende? Yes, there are a lot of people that live in Puerto Vallarta from October 15th through April 15th. October 15th through April 15th is the time to live in Puerto Vallarta, and then they leave and go somewhere else for 6 months. I know people that live in Vallarta during that period of time, but when it gets to spring and summer, they live in like Amsterdam. Tons of people, I mean, literally tens of thousands of people only live in Puerto Vallarta from October 15th to April 15th. Okay, now here we go. Linda, if we were to live in San Antonio, could we get around without a car? Eric Drews, you might want to respond to that. I find my car to be very handy, but we've been without a car for about 8 weeks. And now I have 8 cab Uber drivers cards. So cabs are cheap here. Like when I'm done with this broadcast today, I'm going to the grocery store immediately. And there are going to be 3 Uber drivers sitting outside of the grocery store. So I'm going to walk to the grocery store. That's going to take me about 10 minutes. And I'm going to buy all these groceries, and these Uber drivers are going to drive me back to the house, and that's going to cost me $2.50. From my house to downtown Chapala, that's probably about a mile. And from downtown to Chapala to my house, it's going to cost me about $2.50, $3 to get back. To go to Ajijic and walk around, go to restaurants, that's going to cost me these days about 150 pesos. That's $7.50. So living in San Antonio, which is between Ajijic and Chapala, you can walk to Walmart. And they have a great bicycle path right along San Antonio. But if you plan your life out well and plan out your grocery trips and stuff like that, you can get around with taxis very inexpensively. Okay, let's all give Bill a thumbs up. Paul Lou, thank you very much. Good to see you in the house. Yeah, we got 70 people in the house. Go ahead and hit the like button. If your finger is free and if your mouse is nearby, feel free to hit that like button, because Google, YouTube, they love the like button. Christine, fun fact, Social Security raises 5.9%. Medicare Part B increase 14.5%. Right on. I'm happy that my Social Security is going up in January. Dave Hayden, Estella's B&B is literally next door to LCS. Very nice and reasonably priced. Dave Hayden, thank you so much for that tip. Very good. Jack Webb, thanks, Dave. Thank you. Christine, I stayed at the Airbnb. Wow, cool. This is so wild, Christine, that you would say that. Christine is in Montana, and she stayed at the Airbnb that Fernando manages. It's lovely and close to the Center Plaza. Christine, thank you so much for that confirmation. CMT 63, can't wait to live somewhere with great weather and guns are not prevalent. Yeah, it's and there's no humidity here, no guns. People aren't carrying around guns, starting arguments, getting into political arguments. You know, it's just it's very peaceful here. Again, Mexico has changed my life, and I just remember after living in Puerto Vallarta for 1 year, oh my God, Gladys, we missed you. What happened? We were supposed to get together with you guys, but anyway, thank you for the donation. If you got some money and you want to share the love, feel free to give the money. Oh, I forgot the button. Gladys, thank you very much. We met Gladys and Chris in Ajijic at a Domino's party, but Gladys, thank you so much for the donation. And let us know, are you in Chicago now? Are you back in Ajijic? Her husband, Chris, and her, they're lovely people. Thank you so much for the donations. We can really use the money. Okay, yeah, Mao. Great info on Uber, thanks. Mark Tucker, hi, Bill. CMT63, what? Yo, Bill, CMT63 husband Mark finally joined the house. Mark, good to have you in the house. Mark is a fellow, I'm a drone flyer. I think you fly like drone helicopters. Looking forward to visiting and moving to Chapala. Very much appreciate all your valued info. Great work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I forgot this. If you're going to Puerto Vallarta, you want to visit this website. It's called Doctor at Home. This is Teresa's son-in-law, and he's a doctor. And he's very good at what he does. He loves helping people. Here's the website, but he will visit your house. He will visit your apartment. He will visit your hotel. That's Doctor at Home. I think he charges like 300 pesos to visit in the daytime. That's $15. He charges 600 pesos to visit at night. That's like $30. He says the biggest concerns people have when they call him, most people, the main problem that they have is diarrhea. Just to let you know. Okay, so we did 3 videos this week. One video was the house rental video. That link is below. The second video we did, I showed you some clips from these videos last week.
History.
This is
business
we
on
did
the
that
way
week
back.
in Milwaukee.
Now again,
we were in a Mercedes
this trip
van with
started
11
from
people, including
but you
the
could actually
co-owner
take this
of
tour and live
Queen of the
anywhere
Ocean
in the world. Just fly
Airbnb,
into Mazatlan,
and it's like a 6-hour drive. And here is the entrance
Reina
to
del Mar,
Reina del
bed
Mar, and the
breakfast
link
you can see
to this video is below. You can get all of the contact information below. This place is fabulous.
Now, the really
they can do
shocking
5
thing
different.
about the
They have 5
location
rooms: a wonderful
of this
dining room,
place
kitchen,
is
living room, swimming
we're
pool,
not even
and
a
bar.
half a block
And in a second,
from
you're going to
the
see
Malecon.
that it's a here it is.
We're just gonna
we're
take a
walking
little
down the street right out of their
stroll
front door.
We'll swivel
we're going
the
to end
drone
up at the
around
Malecon.
a little
The Malecon is like a boardwalk. This is Mexico's longest Malecon. There's Teresa right there. It's like 17 miles long. And this is where the parade
30
was
yards
for
from
Day
the
of the Dead.
Malecon.
But we put up this
and that's
video
the
this
ocean
week.
right there.
And I mean, it's a half a block.
Malecon.
But anyway,
And
I put up a complete part
Tuesday
1
after we
video
got there was the Day of the Dead. They
our
had a
trip.
giant parade.
And
they
we
had
go
more than
around,
100,000
we show you
people that
stuff
filled
in this
the
video. It's an
Malecon
introduction
for the
to
parade.
this
In our
tour.
next video, we're going
It's
to
an
show
introduction
you the
to this
parade
tour.
in
There
full.
is
But there you go.
Mazatlan, part of it.
And
this
and
neighborhood
is
is called Olas Altos, filled with
which means
restaurants,
high
bars,
waves.
shops.
But this
you can
Malecon,
actually
they
swim
say, is
in the
about
water.
17 miles
You can actually
long.
eat the
And
fish
this is
from
the
the ocean,
beginning
which is
of the
totally
Malecon.
different
And
than
for
living
exercise,
in
Teresa and I would
Chapala
walk this every morning.
But that's one
of the
video that
tour,
we did this
and we
week.
would
It's
return
in
to the
the
hotel.
description below. We had a lot of fun doing that video, and we have some more clips to show you coming up very soon. Harry L. Hi, Bill. I'm a little late. Bill, does the B&B have Wi-Fi? I did not see Wi-Fi on its website. I believe they do. Who doesn't have Wi-Fi? But and are you talking about Fernando's Airbnb? Just call him. His number is in the description below. Just call Fernando and ask him. But I'm sure they do. Tom D, can you turn off the audio? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can do that. I can turn off the audio on the. I can do that. Thank you, Tom. Dave Hayden. Yo, okay. Thanks, you guys. 65 watching and 7 likes. Hit that like button, Eric Drews. Thank you so much for your support. And okay, then we have part 2. We put up a video. It's part 2 of this trip. I think we're going to have about 7 parts of the Mazatlan trip. Last week I showed some face painting, and here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Woo. Okay. No audio from the video now. But this is a complete Day of the Dead video. We showed the complete parade. And then I did the face painting video. So last week I showed the before and after videos. In this video, we take 1 minute to show not each person, but 3 people getting their face painted. And this was a lot of fun. And that's Sherry. Sherry is the co-owner of Queen of the Ocean Airbnb, the co-owner. She's a wonderful person, but this was a fun video to make. We show her getting her face painted. We show the owner Robert, the co-owner Robert. I said Robert, getting his, and we take you all through the entire. And there she is. She's all fixed up now, and her face is complete. Let's see. Okay, got it. Bill, I saw a small YouTube video where a couple were driving on highway and came upon a check stop. People in the car mentioned these people were cartel dressed as police. Have you heard of this? Yes, I have. Yes, I have, Brian. I think on my first trip down, I think the federales, when I got across the border a little bit into Mexico, I asked the federales, that's the federal police, I said, is there anything that I should worry about on this? I'm making like a 3-day trip to Puerto Vallarta. And he told me point blank, he said, don't stop for anybody, even if they have uniforms on. that was kind of freaky. Okay, so when I was driving, I did get stopped by the federales. That's the federal police. They have nice blue cars. Who just gave me money? You guys are crazy. Thank you, Peggy Lovell. Woo-hoo, thank you so much, Peggy Lovell. Peggy Lovell, thank you all. Peggy Lovell, thank you so much. Thanks you guys for giving me some donations. Gladys, Eric Drews, Peggy Lovell. We need the money because we're paying like $3,500 to get the car out of the shop this month. But anyway, I got pulled over by the federales. There were 3 of them. They have really fancy federal cars down here. And so I was driving a Lexus SUV, and I had all my stuff in the car. And at that time, my Spanish wasn't all of that good, but I could get by. And they wanted to see my driver's license. They had me get out of the car. I was totally calm. They went through all of my stuff. I mean, they went through everything. I mean, I had like suitcases, computers, clothing. I mean, I'd been driving already for about 4 days. I mean, they went through everything. My dad had died. They wanted to take his safari hat. One of the guys was looking at my dad's safari hat like, I like this. I think I want it. And I said, that's my dad's hat. He's dead, okay? But after they went through all my stuff, they let me go, and there was no problems with the federal police. But don't, and I was speeding, literally. I mean, the roads, the toll freeways are so fabulous. I was doing 120 miles an hour in the Lexus, no problem. So I would suggest just don't have any drugs in your car, do the speed limit, which I didn't do, and you should be okay. I've made the trip 2 times, and I haven't had a problem. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Skyrider 55. Hey, Bill. Went to La Bodega about a month ago. Had a wonderful lasagna dinner and great entertainment. Thanks for the recommendation. Nice parade videos. Skyrider 55. Thank you. And he's making reference to a wonderful place, and you can see the spelling right there. That's I think the owners' names are Javier and Marta. They're fabulous people. And if you just if you haven't seen the video, all you have to do is do a search for La Bodega, and you can see the spelling there. La Bodega. Ahihique. And they'll have all the contact information. They're open 6 days a week. They're a wonderful married couple that have owned this establishment for 24 years. The place is fabulous. They have some type of music every night, and they also are an Airbnb, but they only have one room. Marta and Javier, they live in, I'm going to call it a bar. It's a bar, a restaurant, entertainment center. They live there, but they have a one-room situation. I don't know if it has a kitchen in that Airbnb, but it's small, and then you have access to musical activities 6 nights a week. But the thing is, I think they're closed on Mondays, Tuesdays through Fridays. I think they close or stop the music at least around 9:30 in the evening. On the weekends, I think they stop music around 12:30. But La Bodega is a great place. Skyrider, what's the best health insurance for a 6-month tourist? My current insurance runs out after 60 days. Skyrider, I don't know. I get insurance through Teresa's sister-in-law. She's an insurance agent, so I pay for that a year at a time. Teresa has the same insurance. Teresa pays quarterly. You can do this. My email is in the description below. You can email me directly, and I can email you Bera's email. She only speaks Spanish, but you can translate with her. I have the best insurance they can offer in Mexico. I pay about $1,300 a year, but my deductible is very high. I think it's like $2,500 or $3,000. But for almost everything, unless you have some weird condition, Mexico healthcare is very inexpensive. Okay, I'm just going to show, for those of you that didn't see the parade, I got to show Teresa getting painted. Let me turn the music off here. Now to get your face painted, this is the Day of the Dead. This is the Day of the Dead. And, oh no, I'm missing a video. Oh, that's terrible. I'm missing a video. But this is the Day of the Dead, and this cost us about 200 pesos a person to get our faces painted. This is November 2nd. And it was just a great time. This is just a 1-minute video, but 200 pesos, that's $10 to get your face painted. And to get your face painted, it took about 30 minutes. Oh, and look at the job they're doing on my wife. I didn't even recognize her when they were finished with this great. But there she is. They're all done with her. And I'm missing a video. So we have that video. It's down in the description below. It shows the face painting. It shows the full Day of the Dead parade in full. I had to change the music so I wouldn't get whacked by YouTube. Jack Webb, I love coffee. My love is to the point that I buy my coffee beans green and roast them myself. Woohoo! I've never considered Mexican coffee beans. Any that you would recommend? Jack Webb, I love my coffee. I love my coffee, Jack Webb. And let me say this. My favorite, I'm a coffee junkie. And Jack Webb, you just opened a door of information that's just like spewing through my mind. Jack Webb, we drink Costco coffee beans, and the brand is called French. It's called French something. It comes in a red bag. It costs about $12 a bag there, and it will get you going, and the flavor is wonderful. It's from Costco. So I think it's called French Blend. Now, we don't have Costco. They have Costco in Puerto Vallarta. They have Costco in Guadalajara. They have Costco in every major city. But here in the Chapala Ajijic area, they sell this coffee. It's called French something, and you can buy it in the coffee section at Super Lake. And if you come to the Chapala Ajijic area, you need to check out these market Super Lake. But we buy our coffee at Super Lake. It's actually from Costco. I also buy my Costco toilet paper there and my Costco paper towels there. That means we don't have to go to Guadalajara to go to Costco. And we buy our butter at Super Lake, and because they sell Costco butter. I think it's called Kirkland brand, but it's like real butter. You come down here, you do not want to buy any margarine from a Mexican market or like 7-Eleven. It doesn't even taste like margarine. But anyway, I kind of digressed there. TCB 101, good to hear from you. I was thinking about you this morning. TCB has been with us almost every week. He was in Finland, and I've been doing these broadcasts for about 6 to 7 months. And he made our live broadcast international because he was in Finland, but I believe that a week or 2 weeks ago he flew into Guadalajara. And tell us how long you're going to be there. TCB 101, Hola Bill, not from Finland now, from Zapopan. And Zapopan is, you may as well say Guadalajara. I'll be going to La Bodega also next month to visit. Good. They need a Finnish flag beside all the other flags. Be careful not getting bad 500. Oh, be careful not getting bad 500 peso bills. Okay, I haven't heard that yet. Also, Bill, I signed up for that dating site, Mexican Cupid, and wow, already about 100 greetings from beautiful senoritas from Mexico, right on TCB10. That is Mexican Cupid. You can get that many dates on Mexican Cupid. Right on, dude. CMT63, where does Teresa get her spices from? CMT63, there are all kinds of spice shops. All you have to do is okay, I have to track. I can see the places, but I don't have the addresses. But if you go to Ajijic, or if you go to Chapala, in Chapala, there is a market and a main street. And if you go into the market, they will have all the spices that you need. Or if you just walk down the street, the full street, it's about an 8-block walk. You walk down one side, walk down the other side. But there are all kinds of spice shops in Chapala. In Ajijic, there are many spice shops. And they're different shops sell different types of spices. And maybe I've told this story before, but we only buy our eggs, and these eggs are from a more or less a cosmetic shop. They just sell lipstick, nail line, and all that kind of. But the owners have chickens, and the owners say that they feed chickens better than people eat food, and the eggs are fabulous. So we'll go there and get like 24 eggs. once every couple of weeks. But that's the way spices are. In Mexico, before there was Walmart, and of course everybody knows that Walmart came in and wiped out a lot of small businesses because Walmart was cheaper and they had everything. But in Mexico, they're used, and then Walmart came to Mexico, Costco came to Mexico. But I remember when I first got to Puerto Vallarta, there were some shops and all they sold were garbage bags, like green garbage bags. That's all they sold, garbage bags. You would see places that specifically only sold specific things. Now, it's like that with spices also. At this shop, they sell only these type of spices. At this shop, they only sell. But with time, you learn who sells what. Teresa uses soya, that dry soya stuff, and there's one place that sells the soya. Oh, very good. Teresa de Andes is going to answer. I buy the spices in El Granario. Oh, and she has the address. Oh, look at, and she's speaking English. She never speaks English to me. She only speaks English when she's in these live chats. Okay, so we saw them paint Sherry. We saw them paint Teresa. Coming up next week, we're taking a trip. The next two videos I put up, we were in Mazatlan, and Sherry and Robert planned this excellent trip to this place called Stone Island. And it's really not an island, it's a peninsula, but it's beautiful. Let's see, where is this clip? Where is the clip? Here we go. Let's go right to the clip. Before we do that. Oh, okay. Skyrider 55, Super Lake has spices. Also a little spice shop on Cologne just down from the plaza. Thank you very much, Skyrider. Coming up this week, CMT 63. Thanks, Teresa. I can't wait to move and figure out where to shop for cooking. Very good. Let's see. But this video, this was a audio. I turned off the wrong video. We had to take a very unique form of transportation to get to Stone Island. But it was a beautiful beach. We had to take these little golf carts to get to a boat. And then we took the boat to Stone Island. And then we took the golf carts to the restaurant. It was beautiful. And once we got there, woo! This video is coming out this week, but look at the beautiful beach. There's so much beach there. It was a warm, beautiful day, but Sherry and Robert planned this trip, and I'm going to have a video of this trip coming out next week in full. It'll be about 27 minutes. But there are the restaurants, and we're going to give you the name of this restaurant. The food is fabulous. You can just sit on the beach. There goes Teresa running towards the restaurant. I've got the drone up in the air. It's a beautiful day. When we were in Mazatlan, every day is beautiful. And the other beautiful thing about Mazatlan is you can go to the beach and swim in the ocean. And the people were so friendly and wonderful. TCB 101, the reason I talked about the 500 peso bills, I exchanged my euros at the bank here, and got a few bad bills. I told the lady who told me when I was paying with it, said, "Welcome to Mexico." No, I tell you what, there are bad Mexican money, counterfeit money floating around. And I'm going to say everywhere you go to shop, people check your money. They have these little special pens, and they mark it to see if it's a real 500 pesos. So be careful. I only go to 2 banks to get my money, and I use the money machines, and I haven't had any problems. But that's funny that you would exchange your money and get bad money at the exchange center. That's terrible. Okay, another thing, when we do our videos next week, another thing that if you go to Mazatlan, something extremely unique about Mazatlan is transportation vehicles. And I'm going to show you now, but here you go. They have lots of these things. They're like golf carts, but they go pretty fast. They go about 40 miles an hour. And this is how we got to the beach, kind of. They put us in a super one of these. But they have these things all over Mazatlan. Look at all these things. And you don't even have to call them. They're everywhere. You just flag them down, jump in, go where you want to go. They're very inexpensive. You don't have to plan a trip. It's awesome. And they have a name for these. I'll give you the name of these golf cart thingies in the video in the upcoming week. This video will be up Monday or Tuesday of next week. This was another trip planned by Sherry and Robert of Reina del Mar Bed and Breakfast. They showed us so much. I can't imagine going to Mazatlan without their help. But these things are unique to Mazatlan. Okay, back here. Lee Ryder, when I went to Mexico this October, there was 2 500 peso notes. The old one that was brown that they still use, and the new one that's white and blue that they use. Yeah, they have two forms of 500 pesos, and 500 pesos is like $25. They also have a 1,000 peso bill. I've only seen one of those in 16 years. So yeah, watch your money when you come down and just be careful. So we got that going on. Also, I think I showed you a little bit of, I'm going to put up a walking video this week. And it's just going to be, we're leaving the bed and breakfast in Mazatlan, and Sherry and Robert, because we like to walk about an hour in the morning, and we said we want to walk, and they said, well, just walk out the front door of the bed and breakfast, go to the Malicana, half a block, and just walk for an hour, and then take one of those little golf carts back. And it was such a beautiful walk. I mean, look at that ocean, and look all these people out here just chilling out. No signs of crime, people jogging. You have babies, older people, young people. Mazatlan was fantastic. And after being in Mazatlan, I was ready to move. Teresa wants to go to Mazatlan in like August or something to see what the weather is like. But if I were single and if this were like 8 years ago before I had furniture and stuff, I'd be living in Mazatlan right now. But anyway, this video is coming up. It's going to be totally a walking video. And so we took the walk, and then after we took the walk, we took a taxi back, and that is going to be in the video Also, again, we get our cars back. We get our car back, I think Thursday of this week, so we'll be able to travel and make some great trips. CMT 63, we've heard lots of expensive to get your car legal in Mexico. About how much do they charge if you want to bring your car permanently? I'm going to say when you cross the border with CMT 63, when you cross the border with your car, that's going to cost you, from memory's sake, somewhere around $250. You're going to have to give them that money at the border. It's either $250 or $125. Okay, so that's good. To my knowledge, if you have a permanent visa, I don't think you can nationalize your car. Now, all generalities are false, but if I were you, I would sell my car in the United States, come down to Mexico, and buy a car down here. Because I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand what the Mexico government is doing. But if you're an American and you bring your car down here, it can be very complicated to keep it, to nationalize it, and to be able to have plates. Now, when I came down, I had when I came down with a U.S. car, I had a 2-year visa, and because of that, the car was a part of my visa, so I didn't need plates. I had like Ohio plates, or one time I had Maryland plates. But if I got a permanent visa, I was going to have to sell my car. It's some really weird stuff. But if you sell your car in the United States, come down to Mexico and buy your car, your life will be much easier. That's all I have to say. Okay, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, I think I don't CMT 63, sell your car and buy a car down here. Jordan White, should I exchange my money at the airport into pesos? Jordan White, yeah. That when I'm crossing the border, that's like the first thing I do. Plus, now I haven't flown in an airplane in about 10 years. But the last time I flew to Mexico, they had free exchange centers. And I would fly into Puerto Vallarta or Mexico City. And that's the best thing to do. Never spend any US dollars, because then things get confusing. A lot of times you might give somebody a $5 bill in Mexico. They don't even know what it is. They don't know they don't know what the exchange rate is. You're just looking to be ripped off. Yeah, change your money at the border. Okay, Lee Ryder. Should I exchange my money? Yes, we did that. Lee Ryder, try to exchange your pay before you get to the airport, because you'll pay too much. Okay, I haven't done it in 10 years. Lee Ryder, when your Mexico is better to use your 10 peso coins than the paper notes sometimes. Okay. Lee Ryder, if you make with Chase, you can buy pesos at Chase and they don't charge you any fees. Thank you for that tip, Lee Ryder. Okay. Gregorio, PT, Ola Bill from Seattle, Washington. Gregorio, Ola, CMT, what if we get temporary? Okay. CMT 63, I believe if you get a temporary visa, then you can keep your car. But it gets complicated because, okay, let's say you get a 1-year temporary visa, then you get a 2-year temporary, then you get a 3-year temporary visa. Well, that's going to cost you like 5,000, 6,000 pesos for each visa. So you can keep your car for like 6 years, but I don't know if you can duplicate it. And these immigration laws change all the time. I'm telling you, sell your car, come down here, go to Guadalajara, buy a car there. Your life will be much easier. Oh, Dave Hayden, you can use your car in Mexico while you are a temporary resident. To nationalize is a whole nother story. He's right. Bill's right. Sell it and buy a used car in Mexico. That's what you do. Oh, I had a flash. Oh, I know a guy. He's an American. He has a dual citizenship. He has an American citizenship and he has a citizenship from London, England also. He's British. He's retired. He was an engineer for United Airlines or something like that. He owns a Jaguar. And I think his place of residence in the United States is in the state of Washington. He's like 72 years old. But what he's done, unless he's changed recently, is he drives he can't get his Jaguar nationalized in Mexico. So every 6 months, he drives back to the United States and then he comes back to Mexico. So because he has a 180-day visa, he doesn't need to nationalize his car and he can use United States plates. Okay, but the thing is, then you have to leave every 6 months and come back. It's not difficult, but he was living in Puerto Vallarta, and it takes like 2 days to drive to the U.S. border, which is a pain in the butt. Sell your car, buy a used car in Mexico. Okay, here we go. Okay, Jack Webb, if you haven't sold your house by the time we arrive, we'd like to see yours and Teresa's house. We like your kitchen. Sure, Jack Webb. Come on over. Oh, if you haven't sold your house, okay. If you haven't sold, yeah. And we had also Katie Ibarra. We had Katie Ibarra, the realtor. Her information is in the description below. If you want to buy a house, she just sold one of the houses we did a video for like last week, or it's closing this week. It's in Ajijic. It sold for $305,000. Yeah, it's kind of a ridiculous price, but there are people that have money down here. But Katie Ibarra was over here Thursday morning, and she emailed us yesterday, and she said that our house, we could sell it for somewhere between $175,000 and $185,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, giant living room, dining room, kitchen. It's all like one little unit. The house is 3 years old. We bought it when it was brand new. But yeah, come on over. The kitchen is fabulous. All the woodwork is great. I mean, but if we can find a nice place in Mazatlan, we're out of here. Dr. John, showing up as Crapo Productions. Purchasing your car in Mexico and having Mexican plates is a simpler process that makes you much less conspicuous on the road, which is a good thing. Very good. Yeah, if you buy a Mexican car, you've got Mexican plates, because the police, I tell you, I'm trying to think. The worst thing about Mexico, if you have a car, is the police shaking you down. They pull you over for no reason. All they want is your cash, okay? So, I mean, they just want you to give them like, it used to be they would want like $5 or $10. Now they're shaking people down in Guadalajara for 500 pesos, which I'd never heard of that before. But if you have United States plates, and if you're an older white person with white hair, you are a target for a police shakedown. It's like being black in the United States. You don't want that. When we were at the bed and breakfast in Mazatlan, I think Teresa, we had like 10 people in our group. And Teresa's 60 years old. She was the youngest one. I think I was the second youngest one. I'm 65. And we're going to restaurants. We ate so much food, and this one lady in the group, she started talking politics, and I won't talk politics on my live broadcast, but she started talking politics, and she said, if I were you, I wouldn't want to live. If I were a person like you, I would not want to be in the United States. And that's why I don't live in the United States, because I've been in the United States. I've been pulled over at least 10 times for stealing my own car. 10 times in the United States. So that's what it's like. Okay. I remember one time, because I had a Dartmouth sticker on my Volkswagen when I was in college, and the policeman couldn't believe that I was a student at Dartmouth College. But anyway, driving with gray hair and white skin and the United States plates, that's like driving black in the U.S. You don't want that to happen to you. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Let's look around. CMT 63, if we really want to nationalize our car, should we ask your attorney that we are using? If it's $5,000, it would be worth it. CMT, good question. Contact Ibarro, and they should be able to walk you through that. Yes. Nina, hi, Bill. Do cars cost the same as here? I think you can get cars a little cheaper here than, there. TCB 101. So, Bill, have you heard anything more about the 180-day visas? No, I haven't. Like I said, I asked for that, but I only got 90 days. That custom lady at the customs told me that the law has changed. I tell you what, TCB 101, all you guys, when it comes to visas and information about visas, and now it's time for us to do another video with these guys. A link to Avara and Naomi is in the description below. I'm going to have to contact those guys. I need to do a video with them like once a year, because they change the immigration laws down here all the time. So TCB is saying, I couldn't get a 180-day visa. I haven't heard that. They would only give me a 90-day visa. So, but contact Ibero, Naomi, see what they say. They will hook you up with the good information. Okay, CMT 63. So, do gated communities cost more money for purchasing? Okay. In a gated community, we live in a gated community. The price of homes varies. But I don't think the price of a house in a gated community is going to cost you more than outside a gated community. What's going to cost you more is the community fee that they charge on an annual basis. This year we paid 12,000 pesos for the year. That's like $600, and that covers garbage pickup, water, security. We have 2 security gates with video cameras. They have video cameras all over the place with security guards. Let's see. But one video that Katie Ibarra and I did, I forget the name of this gated community. It's near Ajijic, but their fees are about, it's like $300 US a month. So the gated community is going to vary from gated one to another. And Lee Ryder, thank you very much for your contribution. I got to hit the button. Lee Ryder, thank you so much for your contribution. And it all helps because I tell you what, this is what I do for a living. I have other sources. Of money. I teach classes on web design. Oh, I sell books on Amazon, which reminds me. But I've switched over my career to make YouTube videos about traveling in Mexico. I'm 65. I'm going to be making videos about Mexico until I die. I love it. I love the technology. I love learning about the culture. I love traveling Mexico and learning about the history and the traditions. Every day my Spanish is improving. Sometimes I scare myself because I start thinking in Spanish. I have conversations. With the I got an email from Mark Tucker. Oh, okay, whatever. But thank you for the contributions because this is our income. But I want to say something that I brought up last week. And I meant to say it, but I have about 300 books on Amazon. And I have 3 pen names. I have about 200 romance books, and I'm not going to give you the pen name for that, but I have about 150 non-fiction books, and they're free. They're free. They're kind of free. Well, they actually are free. And if you go to Amazon.com, and I'm going to type this in. I didn't put this in the description. If you go to Amazon.com and do a search for the author name of Lisa Bond. There you go. There it is. Go to Amazon, do a search for Lisa Bond. If the book costs money, it's not me. It's because the book is free. And I think one of the best-selling free books is How to Make Bread for Total Beginners. I have a book on how to make wine for total beginners. I have a book on how to make beer for total beginners, how to make your own lipstick, how to make your own shampoo. But the books they're all free. How to grow marijuana for total beginners. I got 150 of them, maybe 100, 150, but they're free. That's my gift to you. You can go there. Now, if you want the paperback, you can. If you want the paperback version, you have to pay like $12, $15 for the paper book versions. All the books are they're real to the point. They only cost, each book is about 50 to 70 pages, but these are all free. All free, only to the people that have visited here. What happened? Lisa Bond. That's Lisa Bond, only on Amazon.com. TCB, good point, Bill. Check with your law attorneys and do a video about it to inform all the people out there. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Naomi. They come to, their office is in Guadalajara, but they come to Ajijic, the Lake Chapala Society, once a week. Okay, Bruce McKenzie, in order to nationalize a car, it must be between 5 and 10 years old. Yeah, man, I tell you. Mexico has strange car rules. And I was talking to Teresa's daughter, Moni, Monica, Moni, we call her Moni. And she was telling me all these rules. Well, if your car is this old, you have to do this, this, and that. If your car is that old, you have to do this, this, and that. it's real complicated. It's real super complicated. Yeshua, my Redeemer. Hello. I get a lot of comments about my channel regarding cartels and how unsafe Mexico is. What do you say about them in the area of Chapala or Jalisco in itself? Okay, what's going on here? Okay. Again, I said it at the beginning of the broadcast. I'll say it every time. If you leave drugs alone, if you leave the prostitutes alone, if you leave bad people alone, you won't have any problems. That's all I can say. I'm going to say 99.9% of people in Mexico are wonderful, loving people, and they'll do anything to help you out. Okay. Mark Tucker. Yeah, okay, Mark. Okay, so that's Mark sending me an email. Oh, okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay. Mark, okay. Mark did send me a question, and I'm just going to say what it was. He asked me, will I have a problem getting marijuana seeds down there? And the answer is no. You can buy. We have a neighbor. She has a physical disability, and she has severe back pain, so she always has marijuana. I think she gets her marijuana from her Uber driver. Okay, and I'll tell you guys, I used to smoke a lot of marijuana when I was in college. I mean, I'd smoke an ounce of marijuana every weekend, Columbia Gold. But then I got out of college, and then I got a job with a major corporation. I couldn't smoke pot all the time, because if I smoked pot all the time, I couldn't sell. And for this corporation, out of 600 salespeople, I was the number 2 salesperson. And Mark Tucker, thank you so much. I got to hit the button because he just helped us pay for the car and get it out of the shop. Thank you so much. But I pretty much quit smoking marijuana. Now, I got to talk about marijuana, because I used to, when I was like 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. But okay. And then I just kind of quit. I lost the urge to smoke marijuana. Okay, so then I moved to Mexico, and I hadn't smoked marijuana in about 15 years. So the first place I lived in Puerto Vallarta, I met this guy, this American from Texas, who had just joined AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and he had a kilo of marijuana. And he says, hey, you want to buy this? I'll sell it to you for like $20. And it was gold. And it was really good. And he had pre-rolled about 50 joints. So I said, okay, $25. Okay. So I bought a kilo of marijuana, and it cost, that lasted me like 2 years. If I was in college, that would have lasted me like a month. Okay. So back to Mark's question. Will I be able to get marijuana seeds? Marijuana is very easy to buy down here. And the lady down the street, because she makes marijuana brownies. She's over 70 years old. She makes marijuana brownies, marijuana butter. She makes this marijuana ointment that really soothes your aches and pains in your knees. But anyway, she was giving Teresa seeds, marijuana seeds. Okay, so Okay, Teresa doesn't smoke any marijuana. So Teresa was growing marijuana in a little place in down the street where nobody lives, and I tried to grow marijuana in the past. It never worked for me, but she was growing these giant plants. She didn't even smoke marijuana. But then she was processing the marijuana and making butter, marijuana butter. But to answer your question, Mark, no, you should have no problems finding marijuana seeds down here. Just ask a Uber driver, where can you get like an ounce of marijuana, and start with the Uber driver. But recently, I think just in the past couple of months, they have legalized marijuana so that you can actually carry around about 28 grams of marijuana and not get busted. They want to start selling marijuana in shops like they do in other places in the world. That has not become law yet. So you can carry small quantities of marijuana down here, but you can't sell it legally. Ooh, that's just a whole different story. Jordan White, are massage parlors safe in Mexico? Ooh. Watch it, brother. You'll get 30 days in the hole. Yeah. Be careful. Be careful down here. Wait until they legalize it, and wait until you can go into a shop and buy it. Watch it, because you don't want to go to Mexican prison. Now, Jordan White, when you say massage parlors, are you talking about strip joints? Can you clarify that? Are you talking about massages where you go to get a massage, or are you talking about massages where they have table dances and stuff like that? Okay, if you're talking about strip joints down here, to my understanding, are a totally different story than in the United States. Okay. All right, you guys, let's see what else we have here. What else is going on over here? I do want to go back to Doctors at Home, Teresa's son-in-law in Puerto Vallarta. He makes house calls. A link to his website is in the description below. Normal massage. Okay. Okay, Jordan White. Normal massage. I tell you, things that you can have done down here are really cheap. And there are many massage places you can walk down just in downtown Lake Chapala. Oh, sorry, Bill. Apparently, I unleashed the beast by letting him ask you stuff on this YouTube account. Now, thank you, CMT63. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donation. That helps us out greatly. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, Mark and CMT63. Okay. It's amazing what you can get done here. Let's say a pedicure. Now, my prices may be a little off here, but you can get a pedicure for about $10. A massage is going to cost you, I'm going to say $10. Whatever you're paying in the United States is going to be like a tenth of that cost. There's a lady across the street, and she just got over cancer. She was a Mexican gymnast, and she has bone problems, but she has a massage person come to her house like once a week, And she pays that massage person like 300 pesos, which is like $15. I mean, the lady comes in a nurse suit. She comes with the massage table. Are massage parlors in Mexico safe? And if Eric Drews is still in the house, you live over there in San Antonio. I know that there are places in San Antonio where you can get a massage for like 200 pesos, $10. But I would say that most of the places are safe and you will not have a problem. Okay, folks. Wow. Okie dokie. Well, we will be back. Ooh, thank you so much, peoples, to contributing to the cause. I'm getting ready to head to the grocery store. It's Dia de Agua. That is the day of watering the grass. It hadn't rained here in about 10 days, so I got to start watering the grass. I'm looking around to see what else is on my mind. Let me check my note list. If you haven't subscribed, we do this. Oh, thank you, Eric Drews. Yeah, click the like button. Click the like button. Okay. Yeah, I've got my list is covered. Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got that. Okay. So that's all I got for today, you guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for clicking that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Jordan White, I'll be down Sunday. Come on down. That's 2 days away. Come on down and enjoy. Christine, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for your time, Bill. Christine, thank you. Don't recall seeing massage. Oh, okay. Brian Maiden, anything dealing with sex massage and you're looking for trouble. Yeah, sex massage, you can get in trouble there, but normal massage that's clean is cool. Fred Drake, what's happening? Thanks, Bill, for an entertaining session. Fred Drake, good to hear from you. Thanks for staying in touch. Fred, I'll be responding to your comment about Mazatlan very soon. I'm backed up on comments. I've got like 19 I have not responded to. Mark Tucker, marijuana and massage parlors. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Bill the Geek. We have 2 more videos coming out this week. Teresa has a video coming out very soon, if not tomorrow, sometime next week. And this is Bill the Geek on the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us and have a super fantastic weekend.